Hello and welcome to another Star Citizen podcast. It's the 18th of August. I'm BoredGamer. I'm joined here by Zinnia. Say hello, Zin.
Hello, Zin.
Perfect. We're going to be talking about Star Citizen because Alpha 4.3.0 has gone live. We've got lots of stuff. We've got a roadmap for 4.3.1. We've got progress tracker stuff. The ship showdown's about to start. It's the run up to CitizenCon. The L21 Wolf's out. Hi, how are you doing, Zin?
I'm all right, mate. How are you doing?
I ache, Zin, because I'm old.
Yeah.
I had a reunion with some friends and I went out dancing. But on the Saturday night at like midnight, I went, I'll just check to see if anything Star Citizens happens because I was waiting for that patch to be released. I was like, I'll be released next week. And it had just been released as I got in. I was like, am I hallucinating? Am I just, I'm very tired. I better go home then. So I went back from Nottingham to Leeds that very same night in a taxi and then slept rather than worked. So that was good. Good weekend. For lots of people. Some people don't know that 4.3.0's been released because they weren't expecting it to be released on the weekend. Surprise! It's got some features. Has
it? I'd hope so.
Yeah, so it's done a bit of a rebalance, a rejig with the light fighters like they've done with the medium and heavy fighter archetypes. We've sort of tried to make them more light fightery, more agile and fast acceleration, and then tweak all the numbers of all the individual ships as well. There's lots and lots of changes there. I'm interested to know what other people think, but it looks to me to be pretty good. I'm quite enjoying flying around in light fighters. Talking about light fighters, the L21 Wolf has also been released in the patch. What do you think of it, Sin? What do you think of this cool little light fighter with its fin?
Yeah, it looks all right.
Yeah? Do you not think the fin is dumb?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But it's done, isn't it? So...
Well, yeah, well, I mean, so it's an interesting one because I think it's sort of love it or hate it. It's kind of like asymmetrical ships, right? You're going to look at something like this and either go, oh, yeah, that's cool, or, oh, it's silly, but I like it, or no, hate it. I think we're all worried that it's going to constantly cause the ship to crash, break off, or whatever, and is the most vulnerable part of the ship. Not that there's a problem when it gets broken, I suppose. But CIG did say in the future you're going to probably be able to retract that fin by choice, even when you're in proper flight mode rather than landing mode. But
that'll be good.
Yeah, it will be good. It's got those bespoke size 4 weapons on its wings as well, which are really cool. It is a super powerful ship. I absolutely love it for Arena Commander and shooting down pirates and Vandal. It just absolutely dominates them. It's super accurate with its weapons at sort of mid to short range. And I think it's a beautiful looking ship. And I hope that they make more in the future with Kruger Intergalactic and other ship manufacturers. Star Citizen does ships very well. That is why it makes lots of money. Is there any ships you don't like the look of, Sin? Like, have you got a most hated ship?
I don't like the Avengers.
Oh, really? Little penguins?
Yeah, I really don't like. They're too curved for me. Like, I like my ships to be more sharp edges and angles.
Okay. Yeah. I think I don't like the Reliance. I'm not a fan of the Reliant. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. And I'd like the Auroras to get a bit of an update because I think they're ugly at the moment because they haven't had the same love that other ships have had. Something that isn't ugly. Let's have a look through these notes. Golden Blossom.
Oh, God.
They are. That's a good segue. So every patch that CIG do, they sell like a little patch bundle of some of the new stuff in that patch. Here it's some Geist armor, the new Vault Sniper, which is very cool, that Fight Sniper rifle, and a skin for the Ares, and all of it is skinned. All of these items are skinned with the Golden Blossom skin, black and gold. I really like the look of this. You're not so into like flowery motifs, are you?
So I wouldn't mind. I kind of don't like the gold.
Oh, I think. Would you prefer it in pink?
I'd prefer it if it was like a proper like Sakura pink or something like that.
Yeah. And I see what you mean. To be honest, it would look beautiful and horrible in like white and pink. These patch bundles, they are there to give extra support to the game. A lot of people are going to want to buy them because they're the new stuff in them. And this one's like 20 quid, $23 sort of thing. So they're not cheap. They're the cost of a new game to get these little items.
Well...
What?
Not nowadays.
Not nowadays. £80 for a game. $80 for a game.
It depends on what platform, really.
You're right. These are like buying indie games.
Yes.
It's like the price of an indie game. Oh, God. It's an interesting justification. But or at least defense. But I do like them. Buy them if you want. And I absolutely, you can get the items in game, and they will be added to I believe the loot pool later. I believe that's the case with these items.
Probably not the skins though.
I don't know. I think the skins will be added to the loot pool. I'm not 100%.
Or maybe you can find a skinned version, but you wouldn't get the skin, as it were. Yeah. Gotcha. I mean, technically, you don't get the skins for these. They are. Well, you would for the ship, wouldn't you?
You would for the ship. That's an item. Yes, that is true. But the Vault Sniper is more of is it DMR? A marksman rifle, basically. You can pretty rapidly fire it, and if you spam it, it's a bit out. It goes a little bit out of control now. That is pretty powerful, and if you just hold it in your hands, it charges up, like Widowmaker's
So you just hold it in your hand. You mean if you aim down sights?
I think if you just hold it in your hands.
So if you just have it. Oh, that's a bit OP.
Well, I mean, other sniper rifles are effectively already fully charged, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, but you're...
So the downside of it, because I absolutely love it. I think you will absolutely love it as a weapon. The downside of it is it does hum. It doesn't smell. It makes you... So it will burn really hot. So it's very easy for you to be detected is the idea, but also it makes an audible hum that other people can go, there's the sniper. There's a swarm of bees over there, sort of thing. Maybe not that loud. But I really, really rate it. It's already been nerfed and it's still pretty good. Tell me what you think in the sort of comments. But you can find these sort of weapons around the Onyx facilities and things like that as well. Lots of Vault weapons can be found there. Talking about Onyx facilities, Zin and I will be trying these out again this week because it's now the live build. Some improvements they've made because I'm not a fan of PvP at these locations. With some of the updates with mission distribution, players should be spread around these locations a bit better. There's people going to be doing the resource drive, which has also been pushed into 4.3 for the whole of the patch, as far as I'm aware. There's a really great feature as well. Auto-report crimes on timeout is now in the options menu.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is really good because if you're respawning, sometimes you'd miss that and you wouldn't report a crime. Or sometimes you're busy or don't click it on time or don't know what to push.
You sort of go, do I accept or decline? I don't know which one's going to report them.
So if you just leave this on auto report, then really all you've got to worry about is if a teammate shoots you.
Yeah.
And that's going to I assume, happen much less. I really like that as a feature. And you can turn it on or off, whatever. But I would have that on. But yeah, with players spread around better with the mission distribution system and over 120 of these exactly facilities around Stanton, 10 on each of the moons. I don't think you're going to be seeing as many people PvPing here as we did in the PTU, because I do think they were focusing them on certain areas and there were people just doing that and all focused on the new content. And there's other stuff going on in this patch now, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see, because we might play and might be like, no, we can't do this yet because we're concerned about PvP. And I don't want to shoot someone else when I'm recording at these locations because I don't want to ruin someone else's experience. Although, that said, maybe just going, is anyone here? Because if you don't announce yourselves, we're going to shoot on sight because we're scared. Or something like that. There's a load of protections there as well, because the lobby itself is a hard armistice zone. There are hangars here. I just wish you could respawn at the medical facilities there. Oddly, Sin.
Yeah.
If you log out at the Onyx facilities, you wake up in the medical bed.
Okay.
So that's weird, isn't it?
So it's not a respawn, but it's like a
hab. It treats it as like a hab. It's so weird. But I was hoping in the future that they'd allow you to respawn at them. Because we know in 4.3.1, or at least that's the plan, they're opening up the last wing of the Onyx facilities, because there's the engineering and research wings. There's a load of cool stuff in the Onyx facilities, loads of cool loot, lots of missions to do. But you don't have to do the missions, you can just run around looting and finding cool stuff. But after you've sort of done the intro missions, it's a much more free-form experience after you've done that. So I do recommend doing that. And there's lots of ways to get like Wicklow favors, and there's new ships in the ship shops. So this is an interesting thing I wanted to talk to you about, Sin. They've said that ships are going to be coming into the in-game shops, so not Wicklow exclusives, more regularly and more reliably than before. Do you think that might mean they're going to have them in-game like clockwork after 3 months? Or maybe it will be less than 3 months before they actually put some of the newly flyable ships like the Wolf in shops.
More regularly makes me think that they're going to be shortening the time.
Yes.
Reliably would be like clockwork.
Now, I may have... the problem is I may have ad-libbed a bit because it's in my notes. So I can't remember precisely what CIG said.
Good job.
Let me try and find what they said. Should also be able to pursue the base vehicles for AUEC and in more reasonable timetable from now on.
So just a more reasonable timetable, which...
Yeah. It's vague, but suggests that it will be quicker.
So it suggests it could be quicker. I think it's more just...
Like clockwork every 3 months?
Yeah, more reliably. We're not going to... Because was it the Vulture that took ages?
So, I can't remember. Some ships have taken ages. And why is that ship... Oh, it's in-game. It's a Wicklow exclusive. It's not in in-game shops. Oh, we wanted it to be a Wicklow exclusive. Well, I suppose that's fine with some ships, yeah. But I like the Wicklow exclusive ships being ships with a special paint and special components. I do want to be able to buy, as Jared said in the Inside Star Citizen Alpha 4.3 patch report, which is where the comment's from, the base versions I want to be able to buy at shops for the most part. So yeah, I'm quite excited for that. I think that's pretty cool. Some features were delayed, like FPS turrets. They're probably going to be in 4.3.1, and mission pickup on location and stuff was delayed. There's a few little bits delayed. I think they've disabled medical beacons in this patch again, which is a shame.
Is there a reason why?
They were causing problems.
Oh, I've never thought that medical beacons would cause problems, but maybe it's to, I don't know.
I think they can gunk up the back end potentially. Cause issues like that. See, it's annoying because medical beacons obviously would be pretty good in Onyx facilities and would mitigate the issue of players accidentally PvPing when they're panicking and stuff like that.
Well, if I accidentally shot someone, I would instantly get out my med gun and heal them if I can. Like, I may have just completely obliterated them. Yeah.
Well, normally I don't have to worry so much because I'll have missed. So I just say, I was no warning. Sorry, buddy, warning shot. I could have taken your head off. That's unlikely.
I was lucky.
Yeah. So, is there anything else? There were some hot fixes already deployed for it for like some refueling and services issues. I think the patch is in a pretty good state. Citation needed. Tell me in the comments below. Sin and I need to run the Ox facilities and stuff like that. We know there's been a load more fixes over the last few weeks for the resource drive stuff and freight elevators, and there's even more in 4.3. So hopefully it's in a good state for a lot of people, or at least in a better state. I did want to mention, actually, that in the Onyx facilities, people had spotted, at least briefly, because apparently they've been removed or something, sneaky little bounty hunter cryopods, the hovery ones. Okay. You could open up, put someone in, and then close them. So I think that they're also an asset in Squadron 42, but some people are like, are they working on bounty hunting? Bounty hunting version 2? Because I was expecting bounty hunting version 2 in the game by now, because for lots of reasons.
They had it in Inside Star Citizen like 2 years ago.
Is it 2 years ago now? Oh.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so some of the updates they had planned, because they had as part of the little military docks, there's the bounty offices there, and they showed off the hover pods and like, oh yeah, this is the white box and grey box for some of these locations. Looking forward to that. I do think that was it's something they can expand out as part of content rather than features, if you see what I mean. Although when we talk about features at the moment for Star Citizen, typically we're talking about things like engineering. Zin.
Yes.
Talking about engineering, CIG seem to be sort of gaslighting me with engineering at the moment because I've expected it for ages. They keep on going, engineering will be coming to a tech preview build. It's in the progress tracker that they're working on it. And in the last monthly report, they went, we're so ready for the tech preview of engineering. There's also been rumours that there's supposed to be some sort of Evocati tests going on, some tech preview stuff going on for that, which I thought might be them preparing the way for the engineering tech preview with an Evocati run first. People like talking about Vulcan updates and that sort of stuff. I want you to get some footage of ladders, because ladders 2.0 are actually a really cool feature in 4.3. Like, it genuinely is. And they've continued to expand out Wickelow's Emporiums and stuff like that as well. Because I really like those locations. Just because you can walk around with Cloud Imperium with a new patch and go, oh, this is some cool stuff that you can still get, and oh, this is the new cool variants of like the Geist armor. Because I think you get the Geist armor in the Onyx facilities as well.
I feel like it's going to be like a rare drop though.
It might be at the end
rare
of some
spawn.
of it. Yeah, it might be. So yeah, there's a load of cool stuff. I like the fact that you can just pick up the vault weapons off the people there, which is good. Talking about vault weapons, Alpha 4.3.1, September patch. We've seen the sneak peeks and some bits and bobs on the LMG for that. Now, there is some debate, wrongly or rightly, of how to pronounce the new vault weapon's name.
Yeah.
So,
I was very confused about what you were going on about.
People say it's either Fresnel, as in silent S, or Fresnel. So there's Fresnel lenses. Some people will say that, no, they're Fresnel lenses. Now, I'm aware that both ways of saying it, people use. And if you go on pronunciation things, people use both ways based on where you are in the world. People are like, oh, it's a French word. Is it? It might be a French, I don't know. So,
yeah, it's not just a French word, it's a French surname. So it's named after the guy who designed it.
Ah, so it's not to do with like a lens.
No, it is a lens. He designed it and he called it the Fresnel lens.
So the lens is Fresnel. It is Fresnel because it's his name.
Yeah.
It's not Fresnel, even though that's what some people say.
Yeah.
We'll call it Fresnel. I'll go with that feels right.
So at first glance, I would say that's Fresnel, but it's his name. That's how you would have pronounced his name. It's Fresnel.
Yeah, I don't mind how other people say it. I really don't care. Apologies if anyone is very angry at their computer now with my terrible thoughts on the names of weapons. There's NPC dropships in 4.3.1 as well. And you may be like, whoa, I thought at some locations they dropped NPCs off as well. Well, so they're expanding that out and actually re-enabling it in certain locations, and it's going to be in Pyro, a mixture of repopulating the area and to defend settlements and things. Dropships will come in and sort of protect those areas. At the moment, 4.3.1 doesn't have a huge amount of content confirmed for it. We do know they're opening up the final wing of the Onyx facilities, and it will finish off the arc, at least at the moment, for the regen crisis. What else is in there, if anything? I think there's some new heavy utility armor, and we might see like FPS AI turrets turn up here, and mission pickup and location turn up here, stuff like that. There's some new hairstyles. Progress tracker got updated, which I think is interesting. So there's not much on the progress tracker at the moment that's being tracked. So basically they've gone, we're working on things like engineering at the moment, with current work expected to end early October, although that's not indicative of any more work being necessary for it or it going to be released in any way, shape or form. That's just when the current sort of estimated work cycle for it that they've got planned will end. So some other stuff like item expiries just ended, the spate of work they've got on that. There's an inventory rework going on until early October. There's FPS radar and scanning going on until early October, which apparently has had a 248 weeks worth of work on it, which is quite a lot. That's several years. There's a transport refactor going on until mid-October, same as a new redacted creature. Crafting's going on until mid-December. Command module work, which is the sort of like the Caterpillar's command module, mid-December, work going on into that. With that in mind, with those basically being the main things on the progress tracker that are being tracked at the moment, do you think that's, well, they're working on them now because they're going to be releasing them soon? That's one of the things that you get with the monthly patch cycle. Obviously, these are the things they're working on. Or do you think, no, some stuff they've still got to work on long term to get it in a monthly patch in the future? So what do you think is going on with these features and when we might see them? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if it's not on the roadmap.
Gotcha, the release roadmap.
Yeah. Then you're probably not going to see it anytime soon.
Okay. What do you think about like engineering? Do you think we'll still see a tech preview? Do you think we'll see
I don't
that
know,
soon?
because that is a bit different, isn't it? It's not something that they're going to attribute to a patch. Not until it's ready.
Yeah, they'll phase it into any patch when it's ready, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's the idea of the tech preview, that they can do that because they load up the current live version of the game and then just add the new thing into it and then have it on the tech preview. That's as far as I understand it anyway. I'm really excited because I think the stuff that's ending early October is probably stuff they're going to show at CitizenCon. Sort of updated versions of that, right?
Yeah, quite probably.
Yeah, because why not? Because this year, CitizenCon is just a 2-hour, largely pre-recorded live stream, but lots of pre-recorded videos on that. Because even Jared has said for the next 7-8 weeks, they're going to be using the set of The Only Constant, the spaceship there, for recording stuff for CitizenCon. But that would suggest to me that they're going to be showing things off like some form of early crafting that will be in our hands at some point in the not too distant future, radar and scanning stuff and things like that, which I'm very excited for because I'm very hopeful that this will be in our hands, some of this stuff, in the next few months, even if it's in a limited way, and hopefully engineering. Please give us engineering. I've been good this year, CIG. I have. 4.3.1, expecting it September, along with Pirate Week, which might be the whole of the month. We're in the run-up for CitizenCon now. Do you think they're going to starve us in the same way that they have previously? Or do you
They've been starving us.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Are you sure it's not just because of the way they're doing the monthly patches? Because they're not...
Maybe, but I feel like they could be giving us a lot more.
Oh, yeah, now you're speaking my language. So I always think this, even when they're giving us loads, I always want more.
I'm fairly certain, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they originally said, we're going to change our Inside Star Citizen format. We're going to have 1 week of Inside Star Citizen and then another week of, Star Citizen Live.
Yes.
And Inside Star Citizen seems to have just almost disappeared. It's like maybe monthly.
Yeah. It's they sort of have a mixture of shows, right? So they have Behind the Ships. They occasionally have Inside Star Citizen, but normally it focuses on one thing. They'll have like their patch trailers and ship trailers. They'll have an occasional Star Citizen Live. And yeah, it could be because of a run up to CitizenCon. It could be because of monthly patch cadence, means that they can't show off stuff in the same way and they're working on, there's not as much to show. Yeah, there's lots of reasons potentially for that. But I'm totally with you. I want more, not less. And I always feel that there's something they could be talking about, right? A team that they could be talking about.
Like, even if it's stuff that's not going to be coming out, I know I said this before, like basically stuff that's pegged for 1.0, but then you're like, well, they're just going to show us at CitizenCon, aren't they? It's like, I don't know. I want it now. If
you want a cheap budget version of Inside Star Citizen, just pay to send me to the nearby pub to the UK studio every Friday night. Every Friday every week, and I'll just chat to some of the devs there that have been drinking. And then we'll come up with some stuff. So some of the other, actually talking about that, some of the stuff that's got me super excited was when I was talking to some of the people at that Bar Citizen during, was it July? It was during Alien Week, that sort of area. When Chris Robertson stuff turned up. But it was the player-to-player trading stuff that they're working on. That was a load of stuff with the economy. And super excited for that because they've got a cool back-end economy that's a bit dynamic, and that's connected to a load of the stuff there, and they're sort of generating missions based on that. I think that makes Star Citizen a lot more. It feels a lot more like it's got progression to me. That's the sort of progression that I want. I'm a very industrial player, and brings everything together. That's one of the joys of Star Citizen. Me, all these sort of features and ways of playing that all support each other and all affect each other. What else do I want to talk about?
Ship Showdown.
Yeah. Phase 2 starts today's in, if not already.
Is it today?
Yeah, it's the 18th of August. Phase 2 starts. I know, right?
Oh, yeah. August 18th.
So I think the Vulture's going to do particularly well. So we've got Vulture on the Mole, and then we've got the Razor and the M50. We've got the Polaris and the F7A. I think it's the military's Hornet Mark II. But it'll be basically all of the Mark II Hornets effectively represented there. The Zeus Mark II ES and the Corsair, the Asgard and the Raft. I think the Raft is going to do very well. Talon and the Prowler Utility, the Urza Medivac and MTC, and the Gladiator and 85X. I'd be surprised if the Gladiator won. Let's just say that. It's in the underdog division for a reason.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate it if it won. The Argo Cargo.
Mate. So it's weird, like the Raft, for example, is after the updates they made with it to make it like an upside down flatbed truck. It is so useful. Genuinely. And, so, for example, as well, if you double click when you're trying to detach with a tractor beam, if you double click on like a stack of boxes, it'll drop them all. Boom. You don't have to take them off bun by bunting.
That's pretty useful.
Mate, it's so useful. Don't know why that excited me so much thinking about that. It's genuinely good. Well, it's because I really like quality of life updates, and I hadn't been using that much. And I went, oh wow, yeah. What was the other thing that I was messing around with? Oh, someone said to me, why aren't you free looking in your ATLS? So you use the tractor beam on it, and then rather than turn, just use free look and then move the tractor beam, and you can move. You have a much larger degree of freedom. So
I never would have thought of that.
I know, like there's loads of little life hacks like that in Star Citizen. Yeah, right. Are you excited for anything in particular for 4.3, Zin? You looking forward to doing anything? You're like, actually, Onyx facilities might be pretty cool.
I'm hoping that they'll work better. I say work better. I'm hoping that I won't get shot at. I hope that my frame rate's good.
Definitely going to get shot at. Right. I think we're done. I think we're done with this podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can say goodbye, Zin.
Goodbye, Zin.
Well, actually, Zin, before you go...
Yeah?
What's this? A NordVPN? Why might people want a NordVPN, Zin?
For privacy, accessibility, and security whilst you're on the internet.
On the interwebs. And why would they want to use my link or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer?
For big discounts?
For big discount. Also, it helps out the channel, Zin. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, it does. It really does.
It really does help out the channel. Or get yourself a VPN.
Yeah, if you are going to get a VPN, please use our link.
Yeah, it's like a protective hand on the internet stopping tyranny. Yeah. Brah, down with tyranny. Perfect. Goodbye. This video is sponsored by Tobii Eye Tracker 5s. They're on sale at the moment. It's Tobii's 24th anniversary, and to celebrate, you can use my link below to get 20% off until the 20th of September. Do you want high-precision head and eye tracking that's natively supported in Star Citizen? If the answer is yes or maybe, well, you can catapult your immersion and control to the next level by grabbing yourself one. Look, aim, react more freely, give yourself more options in ships, vehicles, and while on foot, just while playing the game, I suppose. And there are features like camera boost, which is a bit like mouse acceleration for your head and eyes, but actually really useful. It enables you to check around more easily, tracking an enemy fighter that's to the side of you, or looking out a window, or enabling you to check over your shoulder. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 also supports a variety of other games and features, and there is also a sweepstake going on at the same time that you can get involved with. Buy one now. What do you have to lose other than the money you spent on buying it? I see the issue. You'll probably like it. Links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and we're giving away an RSI Meteor, that new medium fighter with lifetime insurance and a gameplay package for Star Citizen. Everything you need to play with a cool fighter and pew-pew some fools. Just comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. Something else that you might like to do is like, share, subscribe to our videos. There's a join button underneath as well. There's Patreon. You give us a little bit of money each month and it helps out the channel immensely. Occasionally we have some exclusive videos. Come to my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer. Also, you should comment on all the videos, not just because of the giveaway, but also because you can give me feedback. And I want to say a massive thank you to the people that have supported the channel via any medium. But genuinely, you guys that go the extra mile to use that join button or Patreon, it is genuinely so appreciated. Thank you so much.